Hi guys, everyone. Good afternoon. So are we live? Are we live? Just confirm yes. My screen okay, my sound clear. Before we continue, yeah. So we are doing some general market analysis. We are doing some general market analysis, market outlook. We are doing some general market outlook. Okay. So starting with XAU USD, gold. Someone saying screen not visible. Someone said I'm on. Okay, yes. So is everything clear? Just confirm yes. Someone is saying my screen not clear. Is for everyone or just her? Visible now? Okay. So guys, this is New York session, one of the active sessions that we have in this trading, in the forex trading market. One of the very active sessions. So I want us to get into some analysis into some pairs to analyze them, to see if we can get some trades live. And also the other that we have been waiting for rejection, for retracement, all those scenarios. For example, starting with gold, I gave out this prediction in the early London session market outlook. We had this opportunity here where gold broke a structure at this high. If you can see that, the market broke a structure at this high, the market that formed a new higher high. After consolidating for some time, the market has break above this high, created a new high, now potentially doing a retracement or an higher low for more buyers opportunities on that market. So that's gold on 30-minute time frame. That's gold on 30-minute time frame. That's gold on 30-minute time frame. So if this market now willingly it can pull back to this structure, this is where now you should be looking for more buyers opportunity on gold, targeting some new highs at least all the way to these structures, this size, yeah. So not yet confirmed until we have that pullback. So until this market do a retracement all the way to this structure, then now we should be looking for an instant buys opportunities on gold, up to all the way to this high. So we can't buy now because it's not on our area of interest, right? It's not on our area of interest, and also it's not on our fib level, or it is. Let me just start from the low as the market was up to the high where the market been. So using a fib retracement from the low all the way to the high, all the way to the high, yeah? So from the low all the way to the high. No, so draw your zones which is 0.5, 0.6 level. So my fib levels is saying that this gold will buy at this area. So no need to rush it here, but I'll wait for this market to pull back all the way to this box, a fib area and also a break retest level, so that that market can buy that structure. So that's gold. That's gold technically, not fundamentally. That's technically. That's technically, yeah. I've done it technically. So this market, I'm waiting for it to pull back all the way to at least this area of 42, 47.27, around that zone. That's where you should be looking for a buy opportunity and instant trade buys on gold, targeting the next level, which will be this size Oku Kwingini. Our first high, our second high, our third high. Yeah. So if gold continue buying, we should be adding more position buys opportunities on it. Because the trend is bullish, everything looks clean for a buy, and yeah, we are going to have some long position, on it. And I think so. We are okay with that. We're okay with that. So that's my prediction, guys, on gold. It's my fib area and also my break and retest level. So just waiting. If that market drops all the way to this structure, then we are going to look for a long position on it. Fib area, even if I go on the lower time frame like 15, it's just the level. It's just the same level. So using a fib level from this low, dragging all the way to that high. Now my 0.5, 0.6 is this level. 0.5, 0.6. Remember that's our fib level that the market will respect. What do we mean by the market 0.5, 0.6 level? So let me just come to clarify more. So a fib retracement is where you know that the market will pull back from a certain level to another level. Okay, a fib retracement is when you know that okay, this market will pull back, or it will change the character. Sorry, it will continue to a certain direction, but may pull back to the OB to the fib level so that iendelee kupanda ama iendelee kushuka. For example, now if you have a bullish market, yeah, I'm going to draw a bullish market or a bullish scenario so that you guys can see what do I mean by this. What do I mean by fib levels? Yeah, fib levels. So, for example, we have a bullish trend, yeah, a bullish trend like that. But now you don't have some very specific areas that the market will pull back from. You don't know the market will pull back from. Where's the zone exactly where the market will retrace or will pull back to, so that you endelee with that trend. So using a fib itakusaidia kujua okay, this market will pull back all the way to this level so that you endelee with a certain trend, because maybe you don't have OB, you don't have breaker retest, you just have a bullish market that is pumping up. So using this fib, hapo ndio tunajuanga market ita pull back hadi wapi ndio endelee with a certain direction. Unaona? So this is a fib. So whenever ukiona kitu kama hii, this is a fib tool. So unaona hapa kuna 1, kuna 0.7, alafu kuna 0.6, alafu kuna 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. Are you getting that? Yeah, 0.5, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, alafu 0 hapa chini. So what do we do? Tunaangalianga the katikati yao ni 0.5, 0.6. Hiyo ndio katikati yao. So the market will react at 0.5, 0.6 at this level. 0.5, 0.6 level. That's where the market will react from. So whenever you draw from where the market low, the low of the market and then the high of the market will pull back to that structure. So because maybe you have that pullback, you have that breakout. Now you are waiting for this pullback, but you don't know where will be the market reach, and then you endelea with that trend. So using fib ndio itakusaidia. So for example now nachukua fib from the low all the way to the high hapo juu. The next thing to do, where will be the market at? Where will be the market ita pull back hadi wapi? So using your fib level, so unajua ni 0.5, 0.6 katikati yake. The market will trace all the way to 0.5, 0.6. So nachora 0.5, 0.6 hivyo, like that. So what does it mean? This high, this market will drop or will pull back all the way to 0.5, 0.6 hapa chini ndio endelee kupanda. So this will be a higher low. Remember, you don't have higher lows. You are just using it for you're just using it for so that you can see the market will pull back to this structure so that you endelee kubuy, right? So 0.5, 0.6 it will be a area of interest. 0.5, 0.6 itakuwa an area of interest. That if this market will pull back all the way to that structure, the market will buy from 0.5, 0.6 targeting the next high. And using that, so unatoanga nini ikuwe clean so that your chart can look clean. So you should wait for this market to drop all the way to 0.5, 0.6, no, iendelee kupanda. And that's how the market did. And that's how the market did on a higher time frame. And that's what we have did here on gold. Tumefanya hivyo on gold. So for example now, let me just remove all the drawings again on gold and repeat it using fib retracement level, yeah? So where's the low of this market, where's the high of this market? I'm just using fib. I'm not adding anything else. So this is the low. So unaangalianga the recent low, alafu unaangalianga the recent high, right? Unaangalianga the recent low and then the recent high. So hii ndio ilikuwa low, the previous low, and hii ndio ilikuwa the previous high. So those two structures at the same time there. So what should you know? You should try to know that, okay, using my fib level, nataka nione nikiweka fib yangu from this low up to this high, the market ita retrace hadi wapi ndio endelee with that structure. So you have this fib is a tool, ni tool tu kama hizi zingine. So from the low ndio ilikuwa low, drag all the way to the high, this was the high. Now you should try to know that, okay, this market will pull back all the way to your 0.5, 0.6 level ndio endelee kubuy. So 0.5, 0.6, this structure, 0.5, 0.6, that's my structure zone. So what does it mean? It means that, okay, this market will pull back all the way to 0.5, 0.6 ndio endelee kubuy. So I just need to draw 0.4, 0.6 tuendelee kubuy. Now nitoe fib so that my chart looks clean. So I'll be waiting for this market to drop all the way to 0.4, 0.6 level so that I can buy it again. 0.4, 0.6 level so that I can buy that market again, because that's where this is a strategy that's using pullback, that's using retracement to know this market will pull back all the way to this high, and that's how it's very simple. So we should, once if this market come back all the way to this fib area, that's when we should be looking for a buy opportunity targeting the next high, of which our first high itakuwa this structure, because naona imekuwa ikirespect for some time, right? So if this market now comes all the way back to that level, it will be a long position, an instant buy opportunity. So targeting the next high, which will be this level. Stop loss now itakuwa below the structure, itakuwa hapa chini, and yeah, very simple for a buy opportunity on XAU USD. So that's my view, guys. So just wait for that market. If it does respect, itakuwa mzuri for a buy. Na kikata is still okay. So we will redo another analysis on it. So with that said, let me go to the next pair, yeah? Which we have AUD card. No, we have GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, here we are. Let's go on 1 hour time frame. That's GBP AUD on 1 hour time frame. So the good thing, let's just use fib retracement to see, will this market give us a very good selling zone, or yes, buying zone, sorry, because this market is kind of bullish, created a new high, retraced, now trying to form a new high, right? So using my fib analysis, so this was the low, now this was the high. So because this market is kind of bullish, so using my fib level from the low, drag it all the way to the high, and now wait for your level, which is 0.5, 0.6 structure, for it to buy at that level. 0.5, 0.6, that will be my buying zone level. Now Chatutoi fib. So the market is already on our fib level, yeah. So we are supposed to buy this market at that level. We are supposed to buy this market instantly now. So the next 1 minute, if that candlestick confirms with that rejection, we are going to buy GBP AUD right now, because our fib level initial confirm, and also candlesticks now is already confirming for a long position. So if that candlestick closes like that, and now another rejection on the 50-minute time frame to warn this market is rejecting well, we are going to look for a long position targeting the next high, which will be this level. Kunakuwa na hii level lakini kuna hii tena, because these are currencies. From hapa hadi hapa si pesa mingi, but now haina pip mingi. So we should be willing to take a buy, and right now, if we see this candlestick closing like that and another rejection, at least for a bullish engulfing, that's when we should be looking for a long position on GBP AUD, targeting the next high, which will be this level. I think so will be okay. That market will be okay there. Okay, so that's GBP AUD. So SL itakuwa SL will be below the wick, so it will be around 1.9. $0.4 28. TP, or you can call it take profit, itakuwa around 1.910 0.77. That will be my take profit level. Sorry, inakaa zero imekuwa mingi, so it was just 1 0 here, right? Like that. So guys, this is an instant trade buy on GBP AUD. So if you are there, take an instant buy right now. Buy GBP AUD. Use proper risk management. Use a very good losses that is okay with your account. They can hold. Very good. So this is an instant buy. The reason being is on our fib level, and also it is on our break and retest. The same time is on our bullish trend formation. So you can take it instant now. You can take it as an instant buyer's opportunity. Are you in on that buy zone GPP AUD? So if you are in, good luck. Let's see how far can it go. Next pair, let's go to AUD card. Go on higher time frame first. So this is a AUD card on 4-hour time frame. It's kind of looking for a bearish momentum that's selling. Yeah, this market is kind of selling, dropping. So let's go on daily time frame first. Those are enough rejection to show us that this market is not that much bullish. Yeah. So let's see first if we can get a very confirmation here for sales with a chart pattern maybe. That's what will confirm us more sales. So touching an for now. Let's go to the other ones that looks clean. The same thing with this is AUDGPY, still kind of consolidating from on this structure. So no view guys on this. They're still consolidating, so no need to trade on a consolidation market that you don't have a clear direction. It's better to wait. AUD market didn't pull back, didn't break well to perfection, so still waiting for that breakout. Then a retracement for more sales opportunities on we are on AUD on AUD. So no breakout yet on Bitcoin. Bitcoin never retraced to this level. Still waiting. Still, this one is still cooking. Remember, Bitcoin is always open 24/7. So it's 24/7. So from now till the weekends, inakuanga too active, yeah. Ifungwangu is on 24/7. So you can trade Bitcoin anytime you want. Are you getting? You can trade Bitcoin anytime. Once you've umeingia kwa charts and then you have a clear direction or you have a clear trades and instant trades on Bitcoin, don't hesitate to take it because haifungwangi. So it's surely active. Nice. So USDJPY. USDJPY also never confirmed ourselves. So we are not now interested with it for now. Because once if a trade doesn't confirm your levels, it means that something is wrong. So no view on USDJPY to be honest for now. So let's go to the next pair. Euro AUD. So Euro AUD is kind of doing that pullback. Is doing this bullish momentum. So using the lower time frame. Where's the low? Where's the high of this market? So this was the low. The high. Using our fib retracement to know this market will pull back up all the way to which level. So 0.5, 0.6 as usual. Draw you at 0.5, 0.6 level. 0.5, 0.6 level. That structure there. And now wait it to pull back. Wait it to retrace. So if this market now is willingly to retrace all the way to that level, that's when you should be looking for a long position on it. So that's Euro AUD. That's Euro AUD. My fib level is saying that it's supposed to buy at this level, so no need to force it here. So it's better to wait for this market to pull back all the way to this level, so that we can buy it. Unaweza kununulia hapo ya. So better wait for that market to retrace or to pull back at those levels for more buys opportunities on it. Nice. So the next we have a Euro USD. After we add this all the way to our take profit, so let's just now have a new outlook on it using the higher time frame first. This is on 4 hour. Let's go on a daily. Daily time frame is kind of bullish. It's doing that very long, very bullish momentum. But on 4 hour, it's kind of also doing that bullish momentum. On the 2 hour time frame, the same thing. On the 1 hour time frame, the same thing. Yeah. Where's the low? We have the low here. Then now we have the high here. So 0.5, 0.6, that's the level that this pair is supposed to sell, to drop, because this kind of bearish. So in a focus sell at this level, yeah. 0.5, look, 0.5, 0.6 level. That's the zone that is supposed to sell at. Fib wise, yeah. Fib wise. So you're supposed now to get also this trade instant sales on Euro USD due to Fib retracement levels that seeing short position there. So a short position on this pair right now, targeting the next low, which will be this structure, stop loss above this level. And yeah. So in the next 6 minutes, we are going to take this trade again, instant sales on Euro USD. So SL itakuwa above this high, sieke mbali sana. So itakuwa around 1.16832. That will be our SL stop loss. TP 1.16434. This will be our TP, this will be our SL. So an instant sales in the next 6 minutes on Euro USD. So remember to use proper risk management as usual. The reason why we are taking, the market has kind of started that bearish trend, changed the character here. Now pull back all the way to a fib level zone. So if that candlestick confirm, we are willing to take those sales on Euro USD. So just stay calm. Let's wait for that confirmation. GBP JPY. GBP JPY is very bullish. This market has been bullish, creating new highs now and then. So where's the low? This is the low of this market. This was the low of this market. Now this is the high where the market has been. So looking for a fib area that this market will pull back for more buys opportunity, because the trend is bullish. Trend is your friend. So follow the trend. So our fib area is 0.5, 0.6. That structure there. So what does it mean? It means that if this market now willingly to pull back all the way to this level, this market will buy. So I'll be waiting for this market to drop all the way to that level, to a fib level, for more buys opportunity on it. So GJ buys opportunity once we retrace to this structure. Fib level zone. NZD USD. Going on a high time frame. We're on a daily time frame on it. So the trend is bullish. On the lower time frame, the trend is also bullish. But now this was the low. Now this is the high. Technically, this market would have retraced all the way to this level. for mobiles, yeah. So it looks like this. So buy all the way to this level. It's our fib level, yeah. So this zone, gold, this NZUSD is supposed to buy this structure here. Okay, so that's the VB level. So next pair, let me go to GPP card. So no view on GPP card because it's kind of consolidating now. Don't have a clear direction on it, but now, because now all of us can able to see that this market has already shifted the structure here. The market, we have a zone here. We have a very strong zone level here. So if this market is willing to drop to this level, that's one. See if it does that, we are supposed to take a buy. For hii structure hapa chini. So that's GPP card on H4. Euro JPY. Euro JPY is still bullish, creating new highs. We have a level here of that low there, and then you have this high here. Technically, this market will have dropped to where it did a BMS at that level, so that you can buy it. So that's my prediction on Euro JPY. A buyer's opportunity once if it returns to that level for more buys. GPP card, as we said, waiting for this market to drop to this level for buys. Next, let me go to these pairs like US 30. US 30 pump up. US 30 pumped up. So we have this as a low. We have this as a low. We have this as a high. So this market, we have structures like this. Zero 0.5, 0.6. So you have this structure here. So if this market is willing to drop to this 0.5, 0.6 level for more buys, it will be okay for us, a buying opportunity there on US 30. So a long position on US 30 once if it retraces. That's US 30 on 4-hour time frame. US oil dropped massively. Now doing that, it's kind of doing that pullback or that retracement all the way to that high. But now, so FIB will help you on such scenarios, yeah, because you don't know we don't have a rate, we don't have a no B, we don't have a low high. So FIB will inakusaidia to know this market will pull back up all the way to this level. So from the high all the way to the low, the market will continue being bearish. So a sales opportunities on it at 0.5, 0.6 level. So if this market will pump all the way to that level for more sales again. The trend is bearish, that's why you're following the trend. Okay. So this market is we are looking for short position once if it reaches to that level, so that it can continue selling. Okay. Silver, as finishing. So silver is also bearish. It's also bearish, silver. Sorry, silver is bullish, right? The reason being that it did a break and retest all the way to these levels for more buys. The 30-minute time frame. So if that market does that, change the character there because of an inverse head and shoulder pattern, I'm going to buy that market, those structures there. Yes, that's when I'm going to buy silver. Gold, as we said, guys, we are waiting for this market to drop to this level so that you can buy it. GBP AUD, it was an instant buy. I don't know if you guys take it. For those of you guys who took it, I know you're on a very good profit because it's buying. I can confidently say that this market will reach all the way to a take profit if it respected this level. It's going to pump up very, very, very nice. AUD card, didn't have an instant trade. So yeah, so with that said, guys, thank you so much for your time. See you guys at 9 p.m. for our daily classes, and 8 p.m. for the beginner, and also each and every day I always go live at 8 a.m. in the morning and 3 p.m. in the evening. So with that said, have a good afternoon.